Okay, welcome back. Today, actually just now we had a live session after lunch lah, but the reception there was actually quite bad. So we are doing a repeat of the live session on 3 platforms again. We are on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube at the same time. So, okay, it's a retake. So take two because the previous live was really laggy. Uh, so we redo because you cannot hear me, it's too laggy already. So basically, some of the reflections that I have for the week is that actually the house that I was sitting at the swimming pool is actually belong to one of my relative one. Then why I want to bring up this actual reason or so-called the fact of life is that even my relative come and find me for renovation, they also have to wait. Because recently I got some customers ask me to try to hurry up, try to speed up and try to get their project finished ahead of their schedule. But the problem with that, even my own relative also need to queue up and wait. It's almost as good as you go to those very popular hawker store. No preferential treatment. That means whoever comes, even if it's relative or what, they have to still queue up. That's one of the things. It's actually very sad because for me, like my own house, I got things to do one. I want to do another cabinet, all this. But how come even as a carpenter, I own my own factory, my own house items, I will have to wait until there's a lull period of there's time, then we go and do. Usually that will come right after Chinese New Year. Usually after Chinese New Year, there will be a little bit of a lull period one. So almost every year, my after Chinese New Year, we'll do a bit of things for relative, a bit of things for my own house, for my children's room, this kind of arrangement. It is not very. I mean, I think actually, even example, chef. If you are very so-called popular chef or very high-level chef already, head chef, Michelin star chef, you realize that when you go home, you don't cook for your wife already. You rather bring your wife and ask them to come to the restaurant and actually eat at the restaurant. Why? Because when you're at your restaurant, you have a whole team to help you, or your sous chef, your people to wash the dishes, all this. But you're at home, as a home cook, you are only left with yourself and your wife. And maybe you got helper lah. You got helper, then good for you. No helper, then you don't want to cook already because a lot of things to wash. Rather go to the restaurant can cook for you. Then that's why when cooks go home, when chef go home, they don't cook anymore. Then carpenter go home, also don't want to do carpentry work. Because to be honest with you, the very basic repair work I will do for myself. The very big jobs like want to tear down cabinet, want to redo a bunk bed, all this, I will not touch already because I'm tired. Every day I go home, sometimes 9 o'clock, sometimes later than 9. By the time I reach home, where got energy to go and do my own so-called repair works, especially it's major repair. So that is the real fact of life. Even relative also need to wait. And I give you a joke. My brother, he wanted me to drill a little gourmet hole to pass through the wire for his computer, or rather for his monitor arm. Then, in the end, he waited for 2 weeks already. I still never go to his house. You know what happened? He go and buy the Bosch hand drill himself. Go and buy the drill bit, whatever he need. He drill himself already. Then after that, he take a photo and say, I finished already. You don't need to come already. You know why? Because it is that our appointment is so full that we don't even have time to go to our own relative how to drill one hole. Plus also it's a very waste of time to drive all the way there, drill one hole and then zao. So it is not that we don't want to help. It's 真的是没有时间。有时间的话，我们一定抽出来的。Okay, how come 为什么会没有时间 How come no time? How come no time? I explain to you all. First thing is because of YouTube and Facebook, we are actually very popular, and now on TikTok we are also getting popular on TikTok. So with that, it means that our inquiries and our projects is actually back to back. And that actually means that our fabrication non-stop, our project non-stop. We manage about 8 to 10 projects a month. And being a third generation carpenter, naturally, my pipeline is actually very strong one. Because a lot of people know us, and from there, it is quite hard to jump queue lah, even for relative. So that's why I give you a joke lah, which is my auntie want me to do a kitchen cabinet for her. I told her, if you can wait, can wait for me lah. If you cannot wait then you better get someone from outside. He said, hey, you are my nephew leh. I must go and find, I'm your auntie no. I must go and find other people to do my kitchen cabinet. No, I want you to do. Yeah, I said can, but you got to wait because I got long queue. So it's quite sad lah. It's quite sad, but at the same time, we cannot jump queue. Once we jump queue, everything haywire already. Because whatever we promise to homeowner cannot fulfill already. Cannot fulfill already. So one of the things that actually will affect the timeline will be drawings, because when we do very detailed drawings for homeowner to sign, if they sign off already, we are able to actually start the project once the payment and the drawings are received. But at the same time, we also have homeowners that they actually change the drawing, amend the drawing. So when the amendments come, still got amendments, that will actually delay the project. A lot of amendments actually do delay project because every time you amend, you communicate, there's 2 days gone already. So my record last time was actually a 4-room kitchen. We did 14 amendments. That means 14 times of changes for the kitchen. So with that kind of changes, you move the fridge here, you move the basin here, you move around. That will go into change the timeline one. Because you think about it, 14 amendments, each amendment takes 2 days, communication and then get the amendment drawn. 14 amendments, 28 working days. That is more than 1 whole month gone already, you know. Because 1 month only have 25 working days. Some months got 24, some months got 26. But 1 whole month gone just on drawings. So that is one thing that is actually quite scary. We not say cannot amend. You can amend one, but you want to keep to the timeline, you must be very careful. If not, then the timeline will delay. Okay. Then, one thing to share with you all is that our YouTube channel, or rather our videos, we're going to do a new series. It will be an educational series on how to choose materials for your renovation. It's going to be quite interesting because when I'm filming, I'm also quite interested. I've been visiting different suppliers of laminates, tiles, wall cladding, all these different suppliers. So you'll be interested because there's actually quite a lot of things to learn. In fact, I also shoot videos on how to choose toilet bowl. You may be surprised that toilet bowl is such a everyday use thing, but a lot of things and a lot of insider knowledge that a lot of homeowners actually don't know. And if you buy the wrong toilet bowl, it can actually make your life quite difficult because at the end of the day, you use it every day, and if it leaks, it's quite nasty to fix, or it chokes, it's quite nasty to fix. So having said that, all this knowledge that over the years or over the generations that we have learned, I'm going to try to share in the educational series. So it will be another playlist. Basically, it's all the education about different selection of materials, what materials are different, how different are they, how can you use them, what's the application, what's the use. And 2 weeks later, we also going to have Singapore is going to have a design fair at Marina Bay. So we are going to visit that as well. If time permits and there's interesting stuff, definitely got interesting stuff. We are going to shoot live video there, maybe curated videos as well. The main thing here is that if you realize we are trying to showcase that we are not just contractors. Because recently, some of the comments that I hear, people keep thinking that we are just contractors. Actually, we are not. We design and build. We have our own drafting team, designers, project managers, and carpenters, and also our tiling team, electrical team, plumbing team is all under us. Why we want to keep everything in-house is because you can control the quality, the timeline, and you're at nobody's mercy. Because when you outsource things, you got a lot of issue about trying to get people to come and help you touch up, fulfill your timeline, help you make sure that things goes well. It's very hard because outsourced. So we try to do everything in-house. Whatever that we can do in-house, we do in-house. So with that, it actually is very important that we continue to grow and learn the new products, the new materials, the new ideas out there. The design fair is actually in collaboration with the embassy, Italian embassy of Singapore, which means there will be a lot of Italian companies coming to this design fair, which will showcase, because Italians they have very interesting design, new items, new hardware, and new ideas, which we may be able to use in Singapore. It will be expensive, of course, at the first place when you import from them, but rest assured, I'm quite sure that Chinese will copy. When Chinese copy, you find the copy can already. But of course, the quality won't be the same as the Italian one. So anyway, the interesting thing is that usually for me, when I go back home, my interest is in this line. So I will watch videos from TikTok, Douyin, and all these, they have a lot of design elements that are from China, from Taiwan, and different countries around the world. Why we want to absorb so many things is that when you are in the market and you are always consistently learning and growing, your design improve over time. Because you cannot stagnate. If you stagnate, you'll get so-called removed from the industry, or so-called 淘汰. We don't want to be at that stage. And also we want to let people know that actually we do whole house design, and the sky's the limit. If you have a very high budget, we can go carpentry, full wall cladding, and we can finish the whole house actually very nice. Of course, it's going to cost, but at the same time, if you plan to stay long, that's when you should invest in proper planning of a space, and also thinking about how to open up more areas to use. Like for example, sometimes when you hack one wall, you can change a lot of things in the house layout. Example, when you have a house that is actually, especially resale, is very big, you have a very nice big kitchen. When you hack the wall of the kitchen, you may be able to incorporate your dining very close to your kitchen. Before you hack the wall, it's going to be quite cluttered. So just one wall being hacked, you can change the whole layout of the house. You can change the whole layout of the house. So sometimes all these have budget being in the play as well. Because when you hack one wall, your floor is affected. You may have to retile the whole kitchen and living room. So all these little things comes into play. Then you can think about, okay, is it worth if I'm staying 5 years? If you're staying 5 years, maybe it's not worth. If you're staying 10 years and above, it's going to be a nice permanent home for you, then I think so that we should consider changing the layout of the house. Okay, so with that, just now we say about, we're actually very popular in Singapore. So the only way to engage with us, be it whether you want us to become your interior designer, your contractor, or your carpenter, we are a series of all these amalgamated together. So with that, if you want to engage with us, the only way now is to RSVP to the sales event. The sales event will be RSVP, sorry, the WhatsApp number. The WhatsApp number will be 9007 3368. 9007 3368. When you WhatsApp in, our admin will handle your case from the start. We'll ask you for a floor plan. When are you going to renovate your house? When you're getting the keys? When you like to move in? We get all this timeline and everything sorted out. Then you can come to the sales event and see us, see me and see us. The whole team will be. Depends on how big the group will be. Sometimes only half the team will be there. Sometimes a quarter of the team will be there. Sometimes the whole team will be there. So it depends, because we need people to serve everyone. Then from there, what is going to be expected at the sales event will be, we start off as a big group first. Then we will come down individually to actually understand all your needs, look at your floor plan, and also determine whether the wall hacking or the re-layout is actually worth your effort. What kind of space planning you can save and get the most out of your home, or the possibilities that we can do, and all the design elements that you think of. Maybe you want to ask me questions about implementing a interesting design from China, we can also do that. Just show us the video, show us your input, show us your ideas, then we can do that there. So we start off as a big group, then we come to you individually to consult and also understand your needs. So that's where you get to see us. Some background, basically it's quite hard for us to go back to the old ways, which is last time we used to do one-to-one sales consultation, but we realized the wait time is too long. Just to get to see me, it has to be 6 weeks last time to wait to see me. People don't have such patience. Now, the waiting time has shortened a lot because we are now doing big group events, then individually consult. So one day we can clear a lot of customers and make sure that everyone gets my attention. So I hope you understand and seek your understanding. We will see you at the sales event. And next video, because tomorrow is fully booked, so I think the next video will be next week already. Okay, so I will see you in the next video. Once again, I repeat, the RSVP number, use WhatsApp into our number 9007 3368. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.